In a quiet little garden, where the morning dew sparkled like tiny diamonds, the sun rose gently over a patch of freshly planted seeds. The garden was peaceful, tucked between a wooden fence and a row of sleepy sunflowers. Birds chirped softly as the day began, and beneath the soil, something exciting was about to happen. Hidden in the dark, cozy earth were many tiny seeds. And they were talking. "I can't wait to grow into a tall, strong tree," one seed said proudly. "I'm going to be the brightest flower in the whole garden," another said, practically bursting with excitement. The seeds imagined their futures stretching high, blooming beautifully, swaying in the breeze. But one little seed stayed very quiet. Her name was Pip. Pip wiggled nervously in the soil. "But what if I can't grow at all?" she whispered. No one seemed to hear her, and deep down, Pip felt scared. One day, soft clouds rolled in, and rain began to fall. Drip, drop, drip, drop. The water soaked into the soil, making it soft and warm. Something magical was happening. The seeds began to grow. Tiny roots pushed down into the earth. Little shoots stretched upward, reaching for the sky. "Look at me! I'm already sprouting," one seed said happily. "I'm growing so fast," another cheered. All around Pip, the seeds were changing. But Pip wasn't. She stayed exactly the same. Still small, still quiet, still buried. "Why am I not growing?" Pip asked, her voice trembling. No one answered. As the days passed, Pip felt more and more alone. Above her, she could hear the others laughing and celebrating. "I can see the sky," one shouted. "The sunlight feels amazing," said another. Pip curled into herself. "Maybe I'm just not meant to grow," she whispered sadly. The soil felt colder somehow, and Pip felt smaller than ever. But then she felt something warm. It was gentle at first, like a soft hug. The warmth spread through the soil, wrapping around Pip. It was the Sunday. Even though Pip was still underground, the sun's rays reached her. "Little one," the sun said in a kind, glowing voice, "growth takes time." Pip listened quietly. "My light and warmth are with you," the sun continued. "Don't give up." Pip wasn't sure what to say, but for the first time in a long while, she felt a tiny bit of hope. The days passed. Then the nights. Day turned into night, and night into day again. The rain came and went. The sun rose and set. The raindrops chimed in cheerfully. "You're stronger than you think, Pip." But still, nothing happened. Pip was still just a seed. Above the ground, the garden was full of life. The other seeds had grown into bright green sprouts. They danced in the wind and soaked up the sunshine. They laughed and smiled together. Pip could hear them. And even though she was happy for them, her heart felt heavy. Then, one quiet morning, something changed. It didn't come from the rain, or the Sunday, or the other seeds. It came from Pip. For the very first time, Pip thought, "Maybe I can grow too." It was just a small thought, but it was enough. Slowly, very slowly, something began to happen. Deep inside Pip, a tiny root started to stretch. A little shoot pushed upward. It was hard. It took effort. But Pip kept going. "I can do this," she whispered. And little by little, Pip began to grow. Days later, something amazing happened. A tiny green sprout poked up through the soil. Pip had made it to the surface. She blinked in the bright sunlight. The air felt fresh and new. I did it," Pip said softly. One of the other plants turned and gasped. "Hey, Pip made it!" Another said, "Wow, look at her." Soon, everyone in the garden was looking at Pip. Pip felt shy, but also proud. She hadn't grown the fastest. She wasn't the tallest. And she wasn't the brightest flower in the garden. But something special was happening. As the days went by, Pip continued to grow. Her petals slowly opened, shimmering in a way no one had ever seen before. She wasn't like the others. Pip blossomed into a beautiful, shiny, unique flower. She sparkled softly in the sunlight, glowing in her own magical way. "I grew," Pip said, smiling brightly, "in my own way." The garden grew quiet for a moment. Then all the plants cheered, because Pip had done something wonderful. She didn't give up, and that's the secret of growing. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be like anyone else. You just have to keep going and believe in yourself, because sometimes the most beautiful things take the longest to grow.
Thank you for watching. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell.